So I went on the tour to Phi Phi Islands. Actually, it was not just one island, and I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty. I knew it was going to be very pretty, but I just did not enjoy myself on the tour. I won't even lie to you. Coming from the Philippines and experiencing their tours, naturally I'm going to compare some aspects of it, and I just feel like this tour, they didn't really communicate well with me. Usually when you book on Clue and you pay for a transfer, they're supposed to get your contact details and add you to like a WhatsApp group so that they can like keep in touch with those people that paid for the bus to get them to the destination, right? Hours were passing. I realized no one was really reaching out to me. I didn't get an email, nothing, and so I had to search for the number on the like app and reach out to them. I'm just like, hi, I just paid for my and I, oh yeah, okay, so where do you live, what's your number? I'm just like, y'all were supposed to know this. Like, why ask for it in the app if you're just not going to use it? So weird. So I gave them, there's this line on the confirmation that I wasn't really sure with. They're like, oh, if there's like a late pickup, then you're expected to find your way yourself. So I was wondering if that means like if they're late to pick me up, I should still find my own way there and it's non-refundable. I was trying to get a whole, get it right, because I just didn't get the explanation. It was just so rushed. They came for me, right, brought me there. We had to sign a document to basically enter Phi Phi Islands because it's not owned by it's owned by a company or tourism board. I'm not really sure what it's owned by, but we have to pay money to enter. So I did that. They also ended up telling us that we could not see Maya Bay, and then I was just like, but that's like one of the highlights of the tour. Like, y'all been doing this, because so many other vlogs, people have been saying that they don't bring you there. Like, you pay for it, but they're just not going to take you there. And in the Philippines, when I went on that tour to El Nido, I think it was tourist seat, ended up raining really badly, and so we couldn't get to go to some of the destinations, but they took us to other places, like other really nice places. So I mean, you wouldn't have any complaints, because it was just perfect. Like, there was an alternative. We had a lot of time. Like, it didn't feel rushed. And the thing is, it ended around the same time. But tell me why they were actually rushing us. Like, we couldn't. It just felt so rushed, man. And I feel like I wasted my money. But just for the experience of it all, I did it. So yeah, just wanted to be honest and clear that up. And I wrote myself a review. I never really write reviews unless it's like really good or bad, so you can tell which one I thought it was. Overall, with those things aside, I did enjoy myself overall. I just wish I had more time on the islands, like Phi Phi Islands especially. Yeah, I think they could have, seeing that we weren't going to go to Maya Bay and there are no monkeys on Monkey Island, they could have extended the time on Phi Phi Islands, where the shops are, where the food is, like extended the time there. So that's really it. I have to keep it real. I'm not going to promote something and not tell you, like, if I'm promoting something, it's gonna be because it's good quality, and there's this guilt of, oh my gosh, like, it sounds like I'm complaining, like I'm just complaining and not stating what was good about it. But yeah, you saw it was good. The views are good, the vibes are nice, the people that you meet, but some things just have to be said, and I will say it every time. And I forgot to mention that there's this Korean couple that there are actually many Korean couples, but they're on the boat. And when they had mentioned that we weren't going to go to Maya Bay, they got up and the guy was asking the tour guide, seeing that we paid for it and we're not going to go, will we get a refund? Will we be taken somewhere else? Which is a very valid question. I wanted to know myself. He just went there before me. And then the guy kind of got upset and was just like, well, everybody paid their money, so you're not the only one, so just enjoy what you're like, just enjoy the tour. I'm just like, get me off this boat, bring me home at this point. I was so upset. And you know, like Koreans, they're just not on general, but a lot of them that I've met, they're just not going to really, when you stun them, you know, like they're not going to be like, oh my gosh. And not just Koreans, just people in a whole, like I was stunned. And then tourists just kept going on. Like, he said what he had to say, and then the tourists went on, and so we just went on. Couldn't leave, obviously, we're in the middle of nowhere. Then, like, I'm the type of person, like, it doesn't take much for me to be happy, but when I'm unhappy, there's a reason, and that's the reason why. Like, that's one of the reasons why. Poor planning and no alternatives and no good communication